When you click game start and everyone has new teammates.
Grubbz decides to be an epic gamer and clicks the randomized teams button before hitting it.
That would be awful. Team shuffle. Good luck, everybody. All right, so everybody's here. Can everybody give me like a letter in the chat so I know that we're all ready to go? I just want to say thank you guys so very much. This is an honor of us hitting 100 members on Discord. We've already surpassed that by like almost 40 people, and that's crazy. You guys are so cool, and I'm so thankful that like me making stupid videos on YouTube was able to kind of pull this wonderful community together. And it's, yes, really, truly, honestly, it is what you guys have done. I just kind of pulled you guys together through a video. You guys are the ones that built up this community, and I just wanted to say thank you so much. And I don't know, may the best team win, I guess.
Could we explain?
Oh, sorry. There is one more thing. So it's in order to incite you guys to fight a little bit more, we are going to be dangling some points above you. So if you kill Wiccaline, you will get 3 points. And if you kill Omega, you will get 2 points. We're going to be doing the point systems just like the Pro Eternal Return games. So it's based off of your placement and how many team kills you guys get. So you want to make sure that you place high and you kill a lot of people. And after a certain set of games, yes, team kills are 1. So after a certain set of games, I think we said we were going to do 4 games. We're going to tally up the points, and whoever has the most points as a team will end up being the victor. Good luck, you guys.
I am very excited.
I am too. This is actually really cool. I didn't think it was going to be as hype as it is, but it's actually pretty hype.
Yeah, everybody showed up. Not that I didn't think they would, but you know, you're always going to lose a couple. Seems like all of the teams are ready. Let's jump right into it then. All right, here we are during the pick phase. Let's see what comes out. Oh, instantly Tim locks that Felix, Irish locks that Darko. We saw that yesterday during our practice games.
Super excited to see Cynthia and Ignis. Ignis was super impressive yesterday, even though he just started playing, and I was actually really surprised at the amount of damage he was able to pump out.
Yeah, and Chloe from Cynthia, I mean, that's Cynthia's main. And not only that, but Nina is going to be a nice little frontliner for them as well, kind of like a third teammate.
Oh, we see a Martina. Now that's going to be really interesting because it's not going to be easy to get stacks this game. So I wonder how Irvo is going to pull that out.
Looks like Silver is running Mai with Visceral's Katya. That seems like a really good combo there. Mai's going to be able to pull her away if she gets too caught out. And we see another Chloe pick from Not a Team, Team 8.
Wow, that seems really bold actually to go up against Cynthia's Chloe. So I'm excited to see some fights there.
I am concerned about the Johan pick with the Chloe, but it should be fine overall as long as he's hitting those roots with his sensor.
I am vibrating. I'm so excited for this game, man.
Oh, absolutely. And of course, we see Desto on Elena. Nothing's new there.
I'm actually excited to see Ix play Lenore. I've only seen Ix play Darko so far, so very excited to see somebody else come out from their repertoire.
Yeah, I haven't played a ton with Ix in general, but I don't think I've seen them ever really go Lenore, so I'm very interested to see how this is going to go out.
Prepare to enter the experiment.
Now the real question is how sweaty is this game going to end up being?
I bet it's probably going to end up being pretty sweaty.
We will then resume our next experiment. Let there be glory to the pawns who reach the end of despair.
And they're off.
Immediately off the bat, school's pretty congested already. Visceral, Ignis, and Ixel all there with Cynthia and Everfrost, both in Pond, with their Chloe starts. For the most part, it seems like everybody kind of has their own little zone. It seems like the Hygen and Johan are kind of converging in Chapel right now, but it's too early in the game for there really to be a pick from the Hygen.
There's so many people in hotel right now. Holy moly.
Oh, wow, yeah. It seems like everybody has a second hotel.
There's a little bit of a Nina slap fight over in Fire Station.
Yeah. 3 people up in Temple right now. I mean, you kind of, if there's a Lenore in the lobby, you can guess that she's probably going to end up in Temple at some point.
Holy,
Now, when
Pancake
there was
took
just
a
a
lot
little-
of damage there.
Yep, there was just a little exchange down in hotel. Took a lot of damage.
Looks like
Oh,
we got
there's a
some
Chloe
Chloe
fight.
and Chloe.
And that's the first kill of the game.
Oh no, Johan is nearby. Has to play really passive here. He definitely doesn't want to be the first out.
Oh no.
Oh no, the hop in.
The other Chloe just needs to get out of there. They gotta sacrifice this. Or the other team just backs off. They fully had the advantage there. I thought they were gonna push it harder.
Everyone's being so nice and so respectful this first game. We'll see how that goes with as the games progress.
Kind of worried about Silver up in alley because if he gets caught out by the Hygen and Darko, that's gonna be a free point for them. It does seem like Neffet and Ixel are fighting. Aiden versus Lenore. Lenore gets out a wonderful E, backs him off, and is now kind of spacing out. Seems like Neffet is running away. Smart move. Don't want to give that team a free point.
Lenore has caught up with Elena, so they are now grouped. Looks like the Johan has gotten
Another
caught
fight.
out again. Oh my goodness.
That team, those two teams just keep going at it. I mean, at one point you gotta wonder, are they just standing there for no reason?
They've pinned themselves into a corner.
Absolutely, it's not
Looks
looking
good,
good for that
though.
team. Oh, now it's looking good. Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Even the longest journey starts with a single step. I learned this from a magazine.
That looked real tight there for a second.
Yeah, that was really sketchy. I mean, if Johan hadn't got that root off, he was probably getting caught out again.
Early Martina damage is kind of funny to watch, unfortunately. Looks
Yeah,
like
that
nobody
team-
really wants to dive on one another. They're just kind of feeling everything out right now, trying to be respectful of each other's space.
Absolutely. And that Martina, I mean, she's a late game carry. She scales. I mean, they can't be taking super early engages. Well, I mean, they kind of have to at the same time to get that mastery up.
Yep.
But without that ultimate upgraded into interview mode, not interview mode, filming mode, I think, right?
Broadcast.
Yeah, and without it being upgraded into broadcast, she's kind of like Kale, not really a character until she gets that upgrade.
Over in Hotel, Elena has caught Mai. Looks like they're not even going to try to fight, unfortunately. They're just going to back away. Probably the right thing to do. Pretty respectful.
It does look like Fanto and Insu are both going to get caught out between two teams, or actually, Desto and Ixel are between two teams right now.
Everybody is waiting for this tree. Very interesting. We've got 3 teams showing right here. 4th team coming up from Beach.
Oh, wow. And then Irish Jester and Tim Drake up at Temple getting that for free.
Looks like Desto's going to back off. Trying to be quiet because I feel like something big's going to happen. But it looks like everybody's just going to walk away. I'm
Oh,
surprised.
they're all going to Sim.
Santia got the tree. She dropped it for Hayes. Just gonna space him out and hide in the cloud. Very, very smart.
Oh, Fanto gets caught out super hard there by a Johan root. And Insu just has to back off. Oh, Darko ult comes out. Hygen ult comes out as well. Centea ulting, making sure that she does not die while Nina is up, while Ignis is just going full in on Darko.
Comes in.
I learned this from a magazine. It's like
Hayes gonna begin laying down a lot of cover fire here. This is a lot of damage.
And actually, our first team eliminated was Captain Carey and Mr. Pancake.
Oh my goodness. It is very hard for me to keep up with all of them.
Oh, that's fine. Here's another poke duel over here. Nina's low, so I think Centea wants to kind of keep her in the back there like she was,
Forced
just so
them
she
into
doesn't lose
research
it.
center, so they're gonna be burning some of that timer just to get away.
Lots of that timer, yep. Insu and Fanto kind of claiming factory for themselves until Centea and Ignis go down. Seems like there's going to be a fight there in that battle zone, as well as a fight between Nefitz, Irvum, Desto, and Ixel over in Uptown. While I don't think that they're going to go in, because I don't think they have time, the Everfrost and Not Annie team, so that's just going to give battle zone to Irish Drake and, sorry, to Irish Jester and Tim Drake for free.
Nefitz goes down in a fight in Uptown. This is before the battle zone has started, but luckily the battle zone has started, so nobody's going to be knocked out.
Desto and Ixel claim Uptown Battle Zone. Tim Drake and Jester claim Stream Battle Zone. Let's see who's going to claim Factory Battle Zone.
Look at those sneaky snakes hiding in the grass. Oh my goodness. Nice stun from the Marcus. Big damage from the Abigail.
Team 8 going for Alpha in Hotel. Oh, and Visceral and Silver are hunting Nefit down up in Temple. Oh my god. While Team 8 gets that Alpha, gets that Mithril. That's 2 points to them. Oh wait, no, it's Omega. My bad. Just to clarify, they did not get 2 points. I'm just a dummy. But it does seem like
3 teams
Visceral...
down at Dock right now, actually.
Oh wow,
Looks
yeah.
like they're
I
all-
didn't even see that.
They're all grouping up for this Omega or this Alpha right now. See, I'm doing it too. I'm calling it Omega.
I mean, what's the real difference? A color palette switch?
Yeah, right? Barely. Desto coming in. I don't know if he knows that Marcus is there, but now he's split up from his teammate.
Oh, Desto absolutely just locking down Insu. Insu not able to get away.
In the meantime, Hayes was able to get her mithril off of that, and now she's got her gun finished. So very interesting to see how much damage output she's going to provide now.
It looks like Centea and Desto are about to go head to head.
Looks like we've got a Darko dive on Phantom Myth right now. And there's another team out, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah. So sad to see Insu go this early in this game.
Marcus is scary. But if he had gotten a late game, it would have been a nightmare to deal with.
Oh no, I won't be able to see you now.
Mai going in on the Martina. Visceral absolutely wrecking her. But he's got to go get away from the Aiden.
Broadcast. Oh, so sad. Oh, and there's another team down. Just a shame because Irvo finally got his broadcast on that last little skirmish there.
Yeah. Oh, that was a great fight. I mean, amazing peel from Mai. Great catch out on Martina as well. Visceral. Great targeting.
Everyone's kind of found their zones that they're going to be sitting in so that they can farm and get their mastery level up a little bit higher.
I do see Team 8 and can't think. Team 8 and Team 6 are probably going to converge here in Forest, looking for that same farm.
Omega's going to be arriving in 1 minute, which is an interesting thing for us because we have set up points that also will be distributed during Omega's kill, and as well as for Wiccaline to encourage people to kind of go for these objectives.
So we got 30 seconds until Omega, but it doesn't seem like teams are really on their way. There's a skirmish going down in Chapel. But I don't think Team 8 realizes that they're kind of alone here. They could probably snatch it up really quickly.
Did a good job of keeping them back, Team 3, making sure that Desto wasn't going to be able to come in and try to sneak those extra points on Omega.
I think Ignis and Chloe see those farm pings over there.
Ooh. Skirmish over in Cemetery. Lenore's down. Darko and Felix were able to get her out of the fight. This leaves it so that Desto can't even contest on Omega anymore. So now we're going to be moving back to the Chloes and see which one will come out on top.
We haven't.
Oh, a third team has hopped in.
Yeah. Oh, and they're going straight for it. They want those points immediately. I think they're going to get collapsed on. Honestly. No,
I don't
they're
know.
sneaking
Everyone's
it.
being so respectful right now. I can't believe it. Wow.
That's
points
2 points to
awarded.
Visceral's team. That wonderful my ultimate, but I don't think it's going to be enough here.
Ugh, what a shame. Haze damage is just too strong, unfortunately.
Oh. What are we seeing?
Man, if they had gone back through Forest, I feel like that would have been such a Chad move.
We haven't checked up on Irish Chester and Tim Drake in a bit, but they are pretty much both entirely full build. They just have not been getting the action that these other teams have this game, which is absolutely fine for them because, I mean, it's paid off. They have more items than anyone else, I think.
Visceral is full build, but because of it, they've kind of been funneling into him. So Mai is a little bit behind in comparison when it comes to their build. Jester and Tim, do you see that there's a purchase being happening in Chapel, though? Apparently they're going to leave it alone. They don't want none.
Let's move carefully from now on.
Seeing how this is shaping up, my guess for the top 3 this game are probably going to be Team 4, Team 3, and Team 2.
What a big attempt at an engage there. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for Darko, but it was a really good attempt, honestly. Good reaction times on the Johan and the Chloe.
Oh, absolutely. They're faring a lot. I mean, not to say that I thought they would fare poorly at all. Don't get it twisted, but I mean, with those early catch-outs, the way that they almost got eliminated twice down in dock, they're pulling it back.
Wiccaline is going to be spawning over in Forest here in just a minute. So we will see how many people actually want to rise up and try to fight for those points over at Wiccaline.
We see Centea and Ignis already setting up. With Tim Drake and Irish Chester not too far behind. But it does seem like there's going to be a skirmish. Oh, they're waiting in the bush for Team 8. And that is a jump. However, it does seem like the Chloe is going to go on Visceral. They're not out damaging that Johan heal, however.
Nice root from the Johan. Oh my goodness, the sustain. What a great way to use Johan ult. He used it in order to reposition himself so he would be closer to the Chloe and be on the other side of the bush. Fantastic. We have Jester and Felix coming up, though, right up down the bridge on Pond. Apparently, this is going to be a free Wiccaline for Cygnus. I'm sorry, Centea and Ignis.
And they're playing it out like that, you know, they're doing the normal Wick thing, seeing if they can fight anybody before to actually secure it. But, I mean, oh, they do have another team coming up. Desto and Ixel seem to be pulling up on them as they start this fight. Or not, they're buying.
They don't want the points. They said, you can have those. We don't need them. Big fight happening right now. Round 2. Oh my goodness. Nice dodge of the Johan Q. But that's it. Tim and Jester are out, leaving us to our final 3 teams.
Wow. No, we still have 4. Mai did not die.
Oh my goodness. My apologies.
Yeah, there's still 4 teams in it. Mai actually just rezzed.
Look at this patience from Elena and Lenore.
Oh, I know. They're tracking them down.
They were just waiting. They were like, come here. Walk past me, I dare you.
They're going to take that jump over there because they see the 2 pings on either side of them and they say, I do not want any of this.
But there must be a reason why you can't go in there, right?
About to be a clash down in Cemetery, it seems. Desto and Ixil backing off, I think seeing that Centea and Ignis have a clear lead over them.
Oh, wow. Blood purchase for Chloe over here on Everfrost. That's going to be a lot of damage.
Oh, absolutely. Which Chloe, though?
Everfrost.
Oh. Silly
Ace
me.
laying down the cover fire. Everyone's just going to be converging on this bridge at, on Pont? Stream? Pont. Katya and Mai were smart and took the jump pad and got out of danger, but we still have 3 teams here. It looks like they may be considering coming back in after the fight starts to break out.
That's really scary, though, because, I mean, all those teams are right there. They could,
don't
it's
have
either...
any vision for it either, so it's a blind jump. A leap of faith,
Yeah.
if you will. Oh my goodness, here it comes.
Oh, dear. All of these ultimates coming out, both the lifelinks from the Chloes immediately.
Carefully from now on.
Yeah, but what's on the wolf? It was a tree.
And they're still fighting up there. The
Lenore
Ignis
ult
team
goes
decides
off.
we're going to back out.
Oh, that's huge. Look at all that damage.
Oh, my. Desto, Ixil backing off, realizing it's not worth it. They're probably just going to end up killing each other. Meanwhile, they're walking directly back into a full health Ignis and Centea, but that Johan recovery is going to get them back full health as well.
I know, I was really skeptical. I know you said you were as well about picking Johan, but that Johan has been coming in clutch at keeping Chloe up and has definitely allowed her to be the hyper carry that she definitely can be.
Absolutely, and honestly, I'm shocked. I mean, they did just buff his healing and recovery and things like that, but I didn't think it was going to make that much of a big effect. Ignis popping that ultimate pretty much anytime he can. I mean, and why not?
Nice root on Desto. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter because it's Elena, and she has so much mobility. Oh my goodness. Here comes Visceral and Mai up and behind, trying to get the Johan, trying to get anything they can. There's a team kill under their belt.
That was wild to watch. Just breaking that team fight and then to come in and sweep, not sweep, but clean up by Visceral and Silver. Now they're going to have to face Desto and Ixil. But Ixil's ult is down, which kind of is the direct counter to Katya here. Desto is going to be locking Visceral down, but is it going to be enough?
Visceral doing wonderful damage there. Very good job on taking them down.
I don't see a world where a Mai beats a Lenore in a 1v1,
It would be smart
unfortunately.
for her to try to take out Desto, though. Unfortunately, it took too long. And Desto got back up for free.
Oh, and Silver's locked out.
Yep.
Fortunately, that's going to place them in third. There's really nothing they can do about that.
We love you. It's because you chose the floppy hat skin.
But that does mean our final 2 teams for this first game is going to be Ixil and Desto and Centeus and Ignis. Sorry, Centea and Ignis.
I keep wanting to call them Cygnus. I don't know why.
Because they're down with the sickness.
Oh, that should have been their team. That's so much better.
Oh. they just got a... Did they just get another red eye? Why'd she drop the Psyche Blade? What happened there? I think she is getting another... Huh. I do have to wonder what happened there.
I'll be honest, I was kind of thinking of something else. I'm not gonna lie, I zoned out there for a second.
Don't feel bad, even if the results aren't good. Promise.
And here they go off to the final zone. It seems like Desto and Ixel have the lead getting there. And they're going to be able to just set up for free here. Now, the problem I see with Sanctity and Ignis's comp going into this is they are both very squishy. They kind of have to sacrifice Nina to be like their frontline tank almost.
I think the CC is really what could be scary against them, so we'll see how this goes. It depends, I think, really on whether or not Lenore can land a clean ult, but Desto's going in strong on the haze. Chloe coming in behind. He's going to clean up the Lenore if we're not careful.
Oh, there goes down Ignis, and now it's Lenore versus Centea. Desto's going to take home. Oh, never mind. What? Oh
What
my
an
god, the lifelink.
upset.
Chloe lifelink. And the Chloe lifelink saved her.
Wow.
And that is the first game going to Sanctity and Ignis because of the Chloe lifelink ultimate. What a fantastic display.
It looked like it was a pretty sure win there for Desto, but man, Chloe just pulled it out. What a scary, scary character.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Our top three were first place goes to Sanctity and Ignis, second was Ixel and Desto, and third place was Silver and Visceral, and they each got a good amount of kills. Like each team, 8 respective to Sanctity and Ignis, 6 to Ixel and Desto, and 5 to Silver and Visceral. So those are going to translate to some pretty nice points for them.
Sanctity
As
and
well
Ignis
as-
are definitely the team to beat. We're going to have to see how our competitors go up against them in the next game and see how they decide to target them.
What I'm excited for is the comp switches. People, being like, this worked, this didn't. Let's figure out what we can do to kind of make this comp work better. So for round 1 in first place, we have Team 3, Ignis and Centea. Second place, Team 6, Beans. Third place is Team 2, Juice. Fourth place, Team 8, Not a Team. Fifth place, Team 4, Batman and Sun. Sixth place, Team 5, Top Hat Cats. Seventh place, Team 7, Insu and Myth. And then finally, 8th place, Team 1 is going to be Fire Rain. Looking at this, Ignis and Centea with a lead of 19 points to second place having 11. That's a pretty big lead going into the second game, but things can shift very quickly.
Yeah, that's the game code now. It's just beans.
Yeah. For those of you watching, grubbz accidentally pasted the word beans instead of the lobby code. We're going into the second game, and already I see a switch up from Tim Drake and Jester going Camilo and Rio.
Oh, Ix is pulling out the Alonso, and Desto's going to be playing Vanya this time. Going to be switching it up. Interesting.
Nefit hovering Adriana. Silver locking in Sua.
Oh, everyone is so much more serious this game. Everybody's pulling out their mains now.
I don't know how well an Alonso is going to go with a Vanya in duos.
He could pull them in and Vanya could get a nice sleep off. I'm just not sure past that how much he will be helpful. I guess he could CC so Vanya can reposition, but we'll see how it goes. Desto's pretty flexible when it comes to working with his teammates. Oh, Irvo's playing the Shukai. I'm so excited for this. I love me some fat boys.
Insu embracing his dark side, going to Darko, with Phanto switching off to Adriana. We actually have 2 Adrianas this game.
I'm surprised to see the mirror picks. It's very, very interesting. Sorry, my mouse was in the wrong spot. Sorry, chat.
Let there be glory to the pawns who reach the end of despair.
All right, and so this begins game 2 out of 4.
You can definitely do it.
I'm excited.
Immediately. Oh, go
No,
ahead.
please go ahead.
I
Absolutely.
was just gonna say, Chapel looking a little congested here, as well as school and police station again.
I'm excited to see. I feel like people are going to be a little bit more aggressive this game. Everybody was a little respectful and kind of let some things slide that I don't think would happen normally. So definitely very interested to just see how things shake up.
And knowing Desto's Vanya, Desto consistently goes like 50k damage on Vanya, so I'm scared for this lobby, genuinely.
There's a lot of really good characters here. I know that Tim is a force to be reckoned with on Camilo. Desto is very scary with Vanya. We already know this Santia's Chloe is very, very scary. And of course, Everfrost's Chloe was nothing to sneeze at either. With the Johan backup, it was actually a really nice fight to see.
Oh yeah, and like we said earlier, that Johan was doing way more than I would have ever imagined.
Yeah, the buffs from Johan were definitely coming in strong. Those attack speed buffs, the shields, the healing. I mean, those ult sustains were absolutely nuts coming from Johan.
And I've seen, I mean, Tim Drake on Camilo is also a horrifying pick. I mean, he's thrown me off a bridge, punched me in the face enough in norms that I know not to mess with his Camilo.
Whenever Tim and I are playing, if he says, I want to win now, he always picks Camilo. And it's like Tim's playing the game by himself, and I'm just there to help wherever I can.
Real quick question. Before their names are
Time to prove we're the
I
best.
cannot
Oh.
hear you very well, Lith,
The
unfortunately.
teams 4 and 8, their names are mixed up.
That's okay.
Yeah.
They're not a
So
team.
Just... I believe Jester and Tim Drake were Batman and Son, and Evan Ross and not Annie or not
Gotcha. Sorry about that.
Yeah, thank you for catching that.
Have an early down. Ensu goes down real fast, but he's back up with Adriana.
Desto right around the corner with Ixel. Oh, and they're going straight for him. They're getting aggressive.
Absolutely. Like I said, everybody was pretty passive last game. Everyone's out for blood this time. They want those points.
That E goes off immediately, just max range. Adriana getting some fires out, splitting up their team. However, I don't think that there's really going to be anything going on here. Just a little poke fest.
Big fight happening down in Warehouse right now. Looks like it's going to be the Battle of the Chloes again. Johan is already down. Are we going to see our first out? Speedgate there to keep Chloe alive. Just barely, though.
I have the stream running in the background. I just realized I haven't followed you yet, so let me do that real quick.
Thank you. Anime, wow.
Even the longest journey starts
Ooh, they are fighting for this tree up in Temple.
Oh, Desto teleports in between the two of them.
Oh my goodness.
Oh god. It's Hotel last game all over again, just at the top this time.
Camilo is caught out by himself in the center of Temple. Looks like he and Jester are just going to try to regroup, probably by jumping through the hyperloops. And it looks like Desto is going to win that tree for free just by showing up to the party a little later than normal.
Yeah, Nefit and Irvom just said, nope, we're not touching this with a 10-foot pole.
They saw how nice Alonzo was dressed and said, maybe not. Two teams in beach right now. Very interested to see this.
Let's move carefully from now on.
I am a bit worried for Sua here.
Oh, big damage on Sua already. Katya better start thinking about moving
Katya.
back. Oh my
That
goodness.
lifelink is going to save her barely, and that's an eliminate.
I liked the energy behind the Katya. Very aggressive, but unfortunately, it looks like it was just lifelink that kept Chloe up that time.
That is a scary ability. I mean, not only does it deal true damage per tick while you're in that little line between them, but She can't die unless both her and Nina go down.
For the longest time, I didn't even know that was an ability of theirs. So I would lose to Chloe, and I would go, I don't understand why this is happening. And also, you run into maybe like 2 Chloes a year, so it was also like, how was I supposed to know?
I bet you one of those 2 Chloe's a year is probably Centea.
Oh, yes, actually, you were absolutely correct. Looks like we're gonna have maybe a fight breaking out in hospital. Johan is deciding to purchase. Oh, we have another team on the bridge though, coming in.
Oh, there's a fight down in hospital. Ult comes out from Vanya, goes off barely just on Nina though. But they all get away.
Oh, it looks like they may be trying to engage. Desto kind of moving forward. Gets hit by the board for the acceleration. He should have let that second board hit him. He would have been totally in there.
Now, I think Desto knows better than anyone. It's a bad idea to chase an Adriana.
But Desto is so hyper-aggressive. Gets a good sleep off on the Shukai. He's definitely going to be caught out. Big damage from the Adriana.
Yep. Neffet, you kind of just got to get out of there, buddy.
Ooh, gets caught by the Alonso ult.
Yeah, he's just going to have to sacrifice Zuka. No, going back in. I don't think that's the best idea, Neffet. Oh, no. Okay, he just
Oh my
barely
god.
gets away.
Big fight in the battle zone. Up in archery range, actually.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there are like 3 teams here. But Jester and Tim, they're going to take that battle zone.
Down in warehouse, we've got 3 teams kind of converging for, I think there's an alpha over here. There was an alpha over here. Somebody else took it. There's no loot there, friends. Both teams trying to get a feel for one another. There's the Alonso engage.
Yeah, and Nina is doing some
Oh
hot
my
damage there.
goodness. Big sleep from the Vanya. Gonna put Hayes out of the fight for a second. Gonna force him
There
to
goes
back
Nina.
off.
Nina is out of the fight. Centea knows that this means that they got to get out of there. Chloe becomes pretty much not a character almost.
Oh my goodness. What a good time to be aggressive from Desto.
Nina is back up. Desto knows he's got to get out of there now. Window of opportunity has passed. Oh, there's a fight going on between Top Hat Cats and Fire Rain.
Big dive from the
great
Darko and the
engage.
Adriana. Adriana just being slippery so she can get away. Nice stun from the Darko into the dumpster.
Guess you could say it got dumpstered on there. Oh, great abilities coming out. Adriana flamethrower gonna go a bit off to the side. And they just got, yep, Neffet realizes he's just got to get out of there. Oh, no!
Oh my goodness! What a snipe from the HN! Oh my goodness!
Yeah, Captain, throwing out that Q, snapping her immediately.
That was silly.
Adriana was desperately trying to get onto that jump pad, but
3
just
teams
was not
over
fast
here near
enough.
the meteorite. What is going on in Fire Station right now? Tim is just going right in. He does not care. He is going to engage on them. Get on that haze as fast as he can. Third team in the back, though.
Esther from your mic
Oh,
yelled.
yeah. He's going to try to get the Rio back up. Look how bloody this fight is, though. Oh, my goodness. Johan having to run for his life again.
And then Tim and Jester just say, nope, we're out. Actually, they're repositioning come back in, I think. Oh no, they can see
They're gonna
Johan
bully
by
the
himself.
Johan. What a guy. What guys? Johan's sitting nearby. I don't really know what he's looking for at this point. Yeah, probably the wisest thing is just to hop away. Jester and Tim said, that's okay, we'll get this box over here. Not a big deal.
Good on them for constantly looking for any advantage and pushing it.
Oh, Johan's trying to go into police station, see maybe if he can buy his teammate back, but Desto's to the north, and further in you have the other Hayes team. Sorry,
Tim.
Tia and Ignis. There we go.
Tim just got a meteorite off of a wolf, giving him his rapier.
Big fight
And that is
happening
a full
right
build
now.
Tim.
Wow, we're trying to buy in the middle of this?
That's crazy.
That seems a little disrespectful. Oh my goodness, the knockup!
Absolutely, you will get punished for trying to buy.
Oh, you are done. Get out of here.
I knew it. I knew
But
you could do
Jester
it.
and Tim
Let's keep this
pulling up.
momentum going.
They
Oh,
are
and Desto
sandwiched
from behind.
effectively. Oh my goodness, the Camilo damage, baby.
Oh my gosh.
They're gonna get them out. They're gonna have to buy Hayes back, which is gonna be a little bit of a hit. And I think
Jester-
Vanya and Ixel ended up with the item that was purchased, actually. So they actually
did
were
they?
the winners in this.
Absolutely, but Jester and Tim, look at them. They have pretty much all golds.
Oh, Camilo with the dive on the Hayes again. He is not going to let her get away.
Let's move carefully from now on.
Oh my goodness, Rio is down.
Some great focusing there by Chloe, swapping targets need be.
But here comes Desto and Ixel. Alonzo ult coming in.
If memory serves me right, Centea just used lifelink.
Oh my goodness, big boy ult there. Trying to get the sleep. The sleep misses, unfortunately. Alonzo taking a lot of damage here. They were unable to kill Nina, but Nina is really low, so they need to be respectful.
Soul Link is up, so they can go in here if they want to.
Big damage from Hazel if she can hit them.
Both Ixel and Desto ults are down at the moment.
And there's Omega. There's those extra points that are going to come in if they can get it. Vanya does not want to let it
Vanya
slide.
steals!
Oh my goodness. Desto said, give me that. Thanks for the leash, fam.
And now he's hunting down Centea.
That's the smart thing to do, actually, because they're separated right now.
After having their Omega stolen, they now regroup. Both kind of have health. If another team was coming up right now, it looked pretty scary for them, but thankfully for them, the other team's on the other side of the map.
Looks like they're actually all converging on hospital. One person's in factory. We got another team just sitting in a bush.
Oh,
Goodness
Fanto and
gracious.
Insu getting collapsed on by both teams on either side of them.
There are so many fights going on right now. We also have Desto coming back in again on Ignis and Sentia. Looks like nothing's going to come out of it. Ensu's trying to try to get the ult. Unfortunately, he got out Darko'd there.
Go in there, right?
We do have just Fanto by himself now. Hopefully he does the smart thing, goes and buys his teammate back immediately before anything can happen to him.
Man, Desto is just, like, Ix and Desto are stalking Sentia and Ignis. They do not want to let them go. They are trying to harass them as much as possible. It's quite clear who they think the threat is.
See, what I'm thinking what they're doing is, they're poking, of course. Oh, they're engaging now.
Trying to kill Nina. Unfortunately, that didn't work out. Vanya's got to get away. Big sleep on the Haze. Should be able to buy him a little bit of time.
Knowing Desto, he's probably going to head straight up to that buy station.
Wiccaline is going to be live in Fire Station in just a little bit. We got 20 seconds until she's live.
Now, I wonder if we're going to see another steal by Desto here.
They're pretty out of position. They would have to jump in order to converge on it, unless there's some sort of delay after Wickeline is spawned, though it does look like Jester's coming up for it. He and Tim Drake are getting into position.
It's not going to be like last game where just everybody let it go free.
From now on.
Is there going to be a fight over the box first, though?
I think there is. Yeah, Ignis and Centea, they realize we cannot fight that, especially with Centea being so out of position there for a moment, with Ignis not there to back her up.
Here comes back Wickeline, though.
And they are just going to be stalking Wickeline for a minute. Tim and Jester have a photo camera in that bush. They know exactly where they are. Meanwhile, it looks like Team Fire Rain also positioning for Wick. They could sneak it here, honestly.
Oh my goodness, they're just gonna do it in the bush. They said, never mind, I've got this. Nobody else is here.
And soon Phanto are coming up, though.
I think they're gonna get it before they get a chance to, though. That's 3 points in their pocket now. See if they can get the blood, but here comes Tim and Jester. Oh my goodness, the Heijin goes down so fast. Darko better run.
Oh, they want to get that Heijin for that blood. They're greeting.
Oh, the Rio ult barely misses, but Darko runs into the other team.
Adriana gets that blood, but she's going to get jumped on immediately almost.
Big Darko ult just take the Rio away, trying to buy him some space for his team.
Fortunately, I just don't think Phanto is pumping out enough damage here.
Oh my goodness. Go ahead and kill Darko. Get the resets for you guys. Absolutely.
Let's keep this momentum going. It's getting harder and harder to see.
But here comes Ignis and Sentia in the back. We'll see what they decide to do.
Now it's switched up on them. They were following them, but now they're getting followed by Centea and Ignis. I guess it was Desto, my bad. Either way.
Speaking of Desto, he's coming up behind them. They're going to be effectively sandwiched if they're not careful. They might need to dip into the red just to reposition and to get around.
Yep, and that's exactly what they're doing. But Centea and Ignis are not letting them go.
Oh, cheeky boys. There is a purchase. Let's see how aggressive we see Tim and Jester get over it. Oh, the haze damage. It feels so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone is effectively split off. Rio taking a lot of damage here. Camilo trying to clean up that haze as fast as he can.
It's not going to be enough to Chloe.
Back into the red zone he goes, but this time I don't think that Haze is scared. Yep, and there they go.
Move carefully from now on.
And we have Ixel and Desto calmly farming in factory. Nothing going on around them. However, there is something to say about Phanto getting to rat their way to third.
He's doing his job. He's just sitting in a bush. He's waiting patiently so he can see if he can get his teammate back during the battle zones. So,
as Desto would say, he's the bushman.
that's right. Oh, are we gonna see a fight already in factory?
For Team Bean's sake, I hope not.
Not the beans. Yeah, Ignis has already hit 20th level mastery, so it's going to be really interesting if they run into each other. But it looks like they're going back to hospital to purchase blood. And that means that Haze is going to have her blood weapon, which is huge.
It also means that Ensu gets revived for free.
Oh my goodness.
After these final zones end, of course.
Vanya and Alonso sitting in a bush. They used the recon drone to find them, though.
Desto, I think he knows, but he's gotta land that sleep on the Chloe so she can't ult. And then they gotta burst her.
Oh, if Desto was a little bit closer, he probably could have gotten a really big sleep off there. Oh,
But
so
Nina
much
is dead.
damage.
They have to play back. They have to get Nina back to do really anything here.
Oh, Nina is back online. Hayes laying down the cover damage again.
Together, right?
And they're going around the side, but Ixel's there with a ward.
Oh,
And that
goodness.
lifelink is definitely going to come out.
The sleep on the
Oh.
Hayes, though. Hayes might go down. There goes Hayes.
Ixel got bursted down by that lifelink true damage.
Vanya's still full health against Chloe. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes. Definitely going to try to
Definitely has more
recover as
timer.
much as she can.
ちょっと休もうか、みんな。結んでみようか。こっち。持ってきたみたい。
You can just time. They can just time him out, honestly, at this point.
I think they might. Oh, what a shame. Oh, you hate to see it. That's so
And-
unfortunate.
Right now.
Fantastic zone control, though, by Desto.
Yeah, he did a great job during that fight. Definitely knew where to go. Went after the Hayes first, which I think was the right call, honestly, because Hayes was just pumping out so much damage in the back, especially after the Nina went down.
I mean, even placing third, Ignis and Centea, they have 13 team kills.
Yeah, they definitely are doing quite well when it comes to points. Ooh, the red shoes.
Yep, I mean, Vanya, she's got to have that Omni Siphon.
Let's see how cool you are. Of course, you're all.
I'm shocked that Desto didn't go the bikini for the disgusting build he was talking about earlier.
Adriana trying to zone out. Darko trying to get the dive. Somehow manages to
gosh.
miss the ult. Goodness gracious. Big sleep there.
Into giving it his all, and it's just unfortunately not going to be enough because Desto is full build and fed.
Yeah, team
Congrats.
Team Beans. Good job.
見たか見たかこの俺さんこ
Such a pretty Vanya skin.
Oh, I got Alonso.
Oh.
Definitely was an interesting game. People definitely coming out a little bit stronger.
Yeah, I mean, just all game, constantly. It was ebb and flow of power between almost every team, at least the final 6 teams. They were constantly dipping in and out, fighting, and there really wasn't a clear winner until... I don't think there was ever a clear winner.
No, I definitely agree. There was a lot of back and forth this game. The game before, it was pretty clear, like, who the top 2 were going to be. And this one, it really felt like it could have gone any way.
As you had expected, there were just absolutely a lot more fights breaking out around the objectives, and we saw that amazing Omega steal earlier in the game as well. That was truly did not expect that.
Yeah, the little butterfly coming in and taking everything.
After round 2, first place, Team 3 Remixed Ignisen is going to be 35 points. Second place, Team 6 Beans, 26 points. Third place, Team 4 Batman and Sun, 14 points. Fourth place, Team 8 Not a Team, 12 points. And in fifth place, Team 2 Juice, 11 points. Sixth place, Ensu Myth, 5 points. Seventh place, Team 1 Fire Rain, 5 points. And in 8th place, Team 5, Top Hat Cats, we have 1 point. Overall, it's been everyone's been doing great. It's been a fantastic showing so far. Here we are jumping into game number 3. Tim hopping on the Abigail. I don't think I've ever seen Tim play Abigail ever.
It's pretty scary.
Irva, my man. Going Arda. Finally, some Arda representation in this tournament.
Man, that's gonna be some big boy damage.
Oh, absolutely. I'm excited for the cubes. They're my favorite part of his kit.
I like watching his Q pop go off and then their health bar just depletes. Very satisfying. Bankei coming in on Darko though, very interesting.
Swap from Johan to 11 by Not Annie. Honestly, probably for the best in their team comp. Johan was doing a lot for them. It just they didn't have anybody really absorb damage.
This is going to be great, actually, because I think the taunt is going to do a little bit more than Johan's sustain ways, and the sliders being dropped are actually no joke. They can do a pretty decent amount of healing if you can get enough of them off.
Silver and Visceral running back that Sua and Katja. Last time, they just got a little bit unlucky, so I'm hoping to see what they can do with this comp. I mean, we've already seen Visceral's Katja throughout this tournament, but we didn't really get to see any of Silver's Sua.
You always see Sua and you want her to be scary, especially in this regard, because that character is just a powerhouse. So. Thank you,
I mean,
Justin.
she's got it all. She has sustain, she has burst, she has insane movement. I mean, really, if you have a Sua chasing you down, you better pray to whatever deity is out there.
We have a third Chloe in the game now. I feel like this is a little BM pulling out the Chloe, but we'll see how it goes.
Definitely do it.
Yeah, lots of Chloes this tournament. Yeah, I can absolutely see why people would be wanting to pick Chloe. I mean, Nina, essentially a third teammate, you get invulnerability if they don't focus her down properly. But yeah, it is a little BM. All of the Chloes just together is so funny to me.
We've seen a lot of mirror matches tonight. I wasn't expecting to see it. We also have two Abigails in the game. Phantom Myth hopping on his main Abigail, and I've seen Tim play Abigail before, and while his Abigail can be scary, it can be a little hit or miss sometimes. Oh, Marcus, being oppressive. Katya's just trying to leave. Ensu being a big bully.
I mean, hey, as Katya, you kind of have to expect that. Especially going into those dangerous zones early on, like Hotel and Sim.
Oh,
I mean, the amount of
absolutely.
times I've seen a Katya just get absolutely wrecked, just trying to build and go, like, getting 3 deaths by the end of day 1, just trying to get their build. You gotta be really quick.
You definitely have to get out of there, 11. Looks like they're already trying to zero in on their first kill if they can. Gonna use the speed gate to try to get away, using her ult to sustain herself. She's looking for her Chloe.
Well, the Chloe was 2 feet in front of you.
Her Chloe. She has her own Chloe on her team.
No, I know, but the Chloe was literally, like, in chapel.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. She was trying to meet up with her. But Ignis and Sentia have done a really good job of locking down Doc. As soon as they're done with their build, they basically say, this is a no-go zone. You're not going to be farming here anymore. Just a really good display of zone dominance.
Irvam and Nefit both trying to set up for this temple tree, it seems. Like, they're a little early, so they might want to dip into, then get some farm, and then come back. But yeah, they're just clearing the zone right now.
Look at that Arda damage. Look at the Q.
Arda clear is absolutely no joke. I mean, he can clear a zone. Arguably, genuinely, I think he has some of the fastest clear in the game. in terms of farm.
Oh, for sure. That man is crazy. Looks like Jester and Tim are going to be sitting right there for the tree. They definitely want it. Still a few bears left in temple, so they're going to clear those out.
The problem with Irvum right now.
I think that Jello is going to talk about
So mana hungry early on. Oh, did I disconnect?
Yeah, you disconnected for a second. I was going to say, I bet you were going to talk about the SP.
Yeah. No, he absolutely needs to craft some drinks or something, because once this fight starts here, he's going to be out of mana so quickly.
Looks like they're going to be skirmishing over the meteorite. Sua's sitting in a bush, waiting for the engage. Nice use of the camouflage. Doesn't matter with Katya on her sights. Aiden getting the shot off.
Oh my goodness. That
goodness.
Katya damage. Insu and Phanto look like they're going to try and come clean this up, though.
Katya's taking a lot of damage here. Arda being very greedy, trying to come back in. He needs to watch out. Sua's going to dive after him.
They're so split right now, it could turn out really bad for either of them. And they're just going to sacrifice that meteor.
Desto and Ixel are fighting for this tree right now. It looks like they're going to get it because Not Annie and Everfrost got split up there.
Nefit teleporting in at the wrong time. Gonna give that team another free kill, I think.
Oh, Artist here. Just gonna see if we can get some CC off. See if we can help the best we can. Katya unfortunately missed her sniper skill.
Yeah,
oh my,
it's way too deep.
Oh,
Oh my
Katya says
God.
no. No, sir.
Oh, Visceral going in for the kill. Unfortunately, he's gonna... Oh, cube. The funny cube.
Visceral may want to stop chasing at this point, try to regroup up with Sua. It looks like that's what they're going to do. Jester is fighting right now in Hotel against Ignis and Sentia.
Oh,
wow,
Oh.
big damage. Finally, somebody has taken Sentia down.
If I were them, I would have just run them down right now.
Absolutely,
I would have
run them down.
Alone.
They are such a threat in this game right now. So anything they can do to kind of knock them down would be great. They've kind of run the lobby the last 2 games with the upset coming from Desto, of course, but definitely a force to be reckoned with.
Are they gonna get... Is Ignis gonna get caught out here? I think Ignis is gonna get caught out here.
It depends on where Chloe ends up coming in.
Oh, he misses
the
his flash!
Oh my goodness, but it's okay. Sentia ended up going to Alley, so not a big deal. Even though Ignis went down, they're still in the game. And Visceral and Silver are up above. It looks like they're going to be converging for this alpha as well.
Yeah, I was really worried about Visceral there for a minute. They were very split as Ignis was walking up, and of course Ignis didn't know, so he just saw that ping go up on the buy station and went away.
Nice blink away from the
Ignis
Darko
had been...
engage.
Oh, absolutely.
Sorry.
If Ignis had been a little more aggressive, that could have been a dead
fighting
Visceral.
over in the battle zone in archery range. Looks like Chloe cleaned it up, but there's another Chloe in there. Everfrost is there with Not Annie, and we'll see what happens here.
It's the battle of the Chloes. Oh wow, there's just... I mean, Nina abilities are flying out everywhere. Auto attack.
So many babies.
Yeah.
11 going in for the dive, probably trying to get their meter down a little bit. Breaks the CC shield on Alonso, but Alonso is just such a force to be reckoned with. I don't think 11 can keep up with how tanky he is right now.
Not only that, but I can't... brain no work. Everfrost just... I mean, could not get any good damage out in that moment. Meanwhile, Desto was able to just burst down Not Annie and get their tank out of there.
trying to keep eyes on where everybody is on the map right now. Everybody's pretty spread out though. Looks like we've got 3 teams very close to fire station. I don't know if anything is going to come out of it though. Everybody's trying to find their own zone to kind of sit down and farm in for a little bit. Looks like there's a fight right now. Desto taking down Visceral. Looks like Sua got away, but she's gonna have to go through the red zone in order to do anything.
Oh, no, I won't be able to see you now.
Visceral went down right before that rapid reconstruction too, so that's great for them. They don't have to spend any money.
Big fight coming off from Tim and Jester right now. They're trying to take out not Annie. They've already taken down Everfrost, but 11 can be really slippery, so they've got to stay on her and make sure she doesn't get away.
Time to prove we're the best.
But it looks like they're going to end up winning the meteorite.
Oh, it's a compliment.
Sua manages to escape, but is now trapped between both teams. With Visceral now back up.
Uh-oh.
Getting caught out once more.
These guys have got to get to another side of the map and just get away from these guys so they can farm a little bit.
They're not letting up, though. Oh, did you see Desto is full build?
Yeah, he's doing it. He's killing it this game. Looks like they're catching the Marcus buying right now. Maybe trying to take out what he just bought. If they can get him down fast enough, he can steal it.
A fight going down in Warehouse. Seems like they just cleaned that up a little bit. Darko is currently dead, Mr. Pancake. And Hyjin escaped barely with her life. They seem to be setting up for Omega.
Uh-oh, looks like Hyjin might accidentally run into another team.
She's gonna buy her teammate and they gotta get out of there.
There's so many freaking Chloes in the game. I'm trying to figure out which one I have to click to get the camera to go where I want it to.
There's a team fighting, poking each other in Forest, looking for that Omega. It is Tim, Drake, Jester, and then Centea's team.
Tim, Drake, and Jester definitely want to try to get this Omega. They're trying to get as many points as they can. They currently are sitting in 3rd place. We have a Terminate. Ix has now knocked out Team Ensumith, unfortunately, in the background.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on right now. Does seem like Visceral and Silver were able to recuperate, and now they're just starting a farming path. But, Irvam, Nefit, Mr. Pancake's team, all of them down there in Uptown, but they seem to be going their separate ways. And, I mean, they're just still doing this little dance in Forest over here.
Ignis has had enough waiting around. He's gonna go ahead and start on Omega. Oh, big drag from the Chloe with the Darko.
Oh.
Big damage, big damage. Unfortunately, Jester gets DC'd, and that's the end of that one.
Unfortunately, and you can hear him in the background.
Big
It's
mouth.
always, it's so funny. I always love listening to Jester in the back.
I learned this from a magazine.
Look at all these teams coming
Oh,
up.
but they're just
Look
going
at
for
them.
it now.
They want the points. Give me the points, they said. Oh, keep slapping to the last drop, friends. Oh, so you dragged it. Oh!
Oh, they got it!
Good
Another
job.
steal. That's gotta feel bad for Centea's team. 2 Omegas now have been stolen from
Desto
them.
has effectively been taken down.
Oh, Visceral's getting caught out between 2 teams. Nothing they can... Oh, they get away!
There's so much happening. Everyone settle down.
And we have Team 8 and Team 5, opposite sides of the map respectively, just farming it out. Meanwhile, it seems like Captain Bancake's team is hunting down Visceral. If that Darko gets to do anything, it might be lights out for Visceral here.
Oh, big
the
fear
fear goes
from the
off.
Heijin. Wow, look at the damage.
This game, they're just fighting for their lives. It's really been unlucky.
Ignis and Sentia are sitting around here in Uptown, but they do have a team nearby.
Looking at the scoreboard right now real quick, Ixel and Desto have 9 TKs on the board. Oh, that Chloe and, sorry, Desto and Ixel were chasing down Silver there for a minute.
Looks like they're going to be setting up for Wiccaline that's going to be showing up here in just 30 seconds or so.
Yep, and it looks like Bancake and Everfrost team, they're about to converge into each other if they are wanting that red box.
Sentia already getting the VF blood sample. They are not playing around.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Let's move carefully.
Wick hasn't even spawned. Well, I guess it has now, but, you know.
I wonder if they're going to dive on it quickly. This might be the time for other teams to try to dive in if they want to do something. Everyone's being very respectful, though. Everyone had the same idea at the same time. Everybody's converging in on this fight. Everybody wants Wiccaline.
Neffet's team!
Oh, but it looks like not Annie is going to try to take the VF blood for herself.
I mean, Irvom and Neffet, they absolutely needed that steal to put themselves on the board.
That was awesome. Good for them.
And now they're all going their separate ways. They're like, nope, we're done fighting for now.
Look at them and their Wick buff. Bring it, big boys.
Silver has 40 seconds to get Visceral back up, otherwise kind of locked into not having a teammate.
Oh, I would just buy. Oh, just buy.
I don't think Silver has enough money.
Oh, no. Just caught out, unfortunately.
Not gonna have enough time to buy Visceral back, unfortunately.
Great mobility from Sua. Lauster could be so slippery.
Everyone is grouping in these two zones. We're about to see some big fights, I feel.
Oh, Sua right in between. Let's see what happens. Alright, nothing. There was a big nothing burger.
I mean, hey, it's Sua's specialty. Being able to escape. We're still at 6 teams on day 5.
I just think it's crazy that Pancake was just able to walk through those 2 teams like it was no big deal. Oh, Neffets is fighting Desto and Ixel right now. Looks like they caught them from a bush. And now Neffets is running for his life.
Irvom, unfortunately, is not going to be able to get away.
Looks like there's a fight going on between Ignis and Pancake. Looks like he's gonna catch Ignis out. Crazy. Sentia said, no, you killed my homie. And that's it for Mr. Pancake's team.
5 teams, day 5. Yeah, both Neffet and Silver are down a teammate going into this last 2 zones. They can only hope that they face off against each other, but looking at the map, I don't think that's going to happen.
Ooh, looking for a good engage from 11 here. Oh, decided not to hop in. Probably for the best, honestly. If 11 can get a good bop on him, this could definitely be an easy win for Everfrost and Annie. Oh, but the haze damage just melt. And unfortunately, there's not much that 11 I think can do against haze, just because her damage output isn't there. Oh, nice.
They did what they could.
Yeah.
I mean, that Chloe's just, she can do it all, honestly.
Oh my goodness. Nephid.
Especially in a duos tournament, Chloe is kind of insane.
Nice maneuverability there from Nephids. That was actually some pretty good big boy pathing. But Desto is sitting down there near the coin kiosk. He may want to pull Nina in though.
I did not even know you could go between those two cars.
You didn't?
No.
Yeah, it's pretty BM. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness, the haze damage. Big engage from Alonso, but Alonso's gonna get shredded down here.
Yeah, they just have way too much damage, and Desto, Nina's gone. Desto's not going to be able to output that
They're
damage
gonna
he needs,
have
so
to
he's going to the other
regroup.
zone.
Nefitz is coming in. I guess he decided not to.
I mean, something's going to have to give here.
Desco is going to end up doing a 1v1 against Silver in the Uptown Battle Zone in hopes of getting their teammates back.
Oh, and Nefitz, they're all three here in this one zone.
This is going to be crazy.
If I had to guess, Silver might pull this out just because of Sua's sustain, but also Desto, that lifelink is no joke.
Sua also has the level advantage here at level 20, so we'll see what happens here. Looks like Nefitz is going to wait and let them kind of duke it out a little bit and burn some of his timer. But Sua has timer advantage. Actually, Aiden has timer advantage now. If he just sits still, he actually wins by default.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Timer reset off of the kill. Oh.
And Silver's just going crazy here. Wow. This is why
So close.
Sua's so scary. I just know that they're going crazy in their call right now. That also netted them a good amount of points as well.
Yes. Just curious to see how everybody's going to try to converge onto Forest. Both recon drones being blown at the same time. I guess great minds do think alike. Everything is very tense as this final fight is about to commence.
Of course, you're always cool, though.
They're gonna have to go in though. Sua doesn't have a whole bunch of time on her timer.
Oh, the
my
damage.
Goodness.
Yeah, there's really nothing you can do there.
Nice try, everybody. Nice try. It looks like
Visceral was out of the game for so long.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say definitely for sure. Sentia and Ignis taking first again for game 3. Yeah, if Visceral unfortunately had been brought back a little bit faster and was able to keep up with Sua's levels, they definitely had a really strong chance there at the end.
Yeah, also not to mention, Visceral only had 1 gold item.
Oh yeah, then definitely too far behind, unfortunately, for a clutch comeback. It would have all had to fall on Sua's shoulders, unfortunately.
But they just, I mean, they have so much CC and outrange with that comp. They're, I mean, you have your spell shield as Sua, but that can only take you so far. So going down the list here, in first place, we still have Team 3 remixed to Ignisen, 56 points. Second place, Team 6 Beans, 39 points. In third place, we have Team 2 Juice with 23 points. In 4th place, Team 4, Batman and Son, 19 points. 5th place, Team 8, Not a Team, 16 points. 6th place, Team 5, Top Hat Cats with 9 points. 7th place, Team 1, Fire Rain, 8 points. And in last place, 8th place, Team 7, Into Myth, 6 points. I was about to make a joke like, Grubbz, I didn't know you were playing.
Yeah, I'm the carry. That's me. Just waiting on Tim. It's going to be 1 second. I'm glad the Big Papa stuck. I said that as a joke, kind of in passing, but apparently I am now Big Papa. Oh, Nefitz is gonna go Kiara for game 4. I have been waiting all night for Nefitz to pull out the Kiara.
I've also been waiting for that. I'm shocked he hasn't sooner, honestly.
I know that Nefitz said that they've been working on Aiden a lot recently, so I'm sure they were excited to pull him out. But man, I was also excited to see the Kiara, so very happy that we got a chance to see it.
Desto Ixel just entirely changing up their comp. So is Team 8. Wow, everybody's going something different. Are we going to see ADC Linny from Silver? Nope, he swapped to Estelle.
Oh, Silver, you let me down.
We do have a Nathapon pick.
Do we really? Oh yeah, Irvo. Irvo plays the camera characters. A fellow camera kindred spirit. Ensu playing Kenneth, though. Kenneth can pump out such big damage and be so oppressive in the right hand, so I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, I know. When me and Ensu play, sometimes he pulls out the Kenneth, and he does pretty good on it, so I'm excited to see.
So excited to see the Nathapon pick. Best choice. 10 points automatically for Nathapon. I'm surprised there's not more people in the hangout corner.
Experiment. Let there be glory to the pawns who reach the end of despair.
All right, rolling out game 4. Very excited to see how this one goes. All the games so far tonight have been really, really good, actually. 2 pizzas already found on Everfrost and on Phantom Myth, so enjoy those, guys. Everybody's starting in warehouse. I wonder if Nathapon is going to try to take those chickens to get that leather. Yeah. Yes, slap the chickens. I will stop watching the Nathapon. A lot of people in Hotel. You have to watch out, though, because Darko usually finishes up in Hotel, and if it's Jester playing Darko, he has a tendency to be really, really aggressive. So as soon as his build is done, he's going to start looking around for people to kind of slap around.
Desto right next to Bandcake over there. I'm wondering if he's going to try and do anything to Bandcake. I mean, it seems like he's pretty much full build already. He is full build. I mean, he sees those pings. I'd be chasing after.
Ignis going after Phantom Myth immediately. Gonna get an early kill. And then group up with his teammate again, trying to deny people from starting in dock, but Adriana respawned there. Looks like Phantom's gonna get farmed, unfortunately.
Even the longest journey starts.
Yeah, literally just spawned on top of Centea.
Thank you. Thank you, Nimble Neuron, for that one.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate. I mean, I can understand late game teleports and incentivizing it that way because risky, you know, but I feel like early game you shouldn't be allowed to teleport on top of another player like that. That
It
just
definitely
sucks.
feels really unfair when you're like, man, I already died. Why you gotta do me like that, bro? Looks like Desto taking down Pancake.
We're the best.
You were wondering if that was going to happen, and it most certainly did. Now we're going to see whether or not Ignis and Santia come in swinging. They have eyes on them because of the bloom. So much damage, and Marcus doesn't have any items yet, so he's not super tanky. Good Aya ult, though, to get the Terrify off.
Absolutely.
Taking down the Haze, but Marcus is also dead. It has now become a 1v1, or maybe a 2v1 with Nina. And Desto's not going to let it go. He's going to keep coming in. But Haze is coming up back first. Three teams up in Temple, though.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're right. See Visceral and Bancake's team both going at it.
Look at Visceral. What a big boy.
Yeah.
Estelle getting that shield out, absorbing that damage, but here comes Darko.
Yeah, me and Visceral were playing ranked the other day together, and there were a lot of issues that I was like, hey, you should work on this, and I'm seeing the active improvement
Oh
in these
my
games.
goodness. Pancake and Captain Carrie got separated, so unfortunately, both of them got picked up by different teams. But Desto is also here, so it's not going to be over for all the combat yet. It looks like they're going to be trying to pressure them on trying to pick up this tree.
Tam waiting in that bush absolutely knows. Jester trying to get in on Desto.
Oh, he's going to absolutely just separate them and make sure that they don't get to play together. If they can isolate one and take one out, then it's definitely easier for them to take down the Aya. Yeah, I don't know if that blink was necessary, but yes.
I knew you could do it.
I think her E was up. Huh,
Why you
yeah.
can't go in there, right?
You know what? Darko's pretty scary, though. I'd probably blink over that wall, too, if he was coming at me.
Oh, absolutely. And see, I mean, that E has some iframe, so definitely want to save it if you can.
Him being really aggressive here. He's gonna go after the hotel tree, but we've got a fight going on in school right now.
Desto also being aggressive going for this meteorite, but Centea is going to chase them off of it.
Oh my goodness. Ensu went down, unfortunately. It looks like Marcus and Debbie Marlene are gonna be winning over that meteorite right there. We do have Kiara and Nathapon coming up behind them, though. They may stop them, but it looks like they were just a second too late.
Lots of fights going on right now.
Alpha's gonna be dropping in just a minute. We'll see what teams decide to move towards it as an objective. We've also got the battle zones going live as well.
For some reason, Irvom and Nefit's team are both kind of behind in level. I mean, you hate to see it. Everyone else is at least level 11. I mean, the only other team well is
Ignis and
Not
Sentia
any
diving on
Everfrost.
Visceral right now.
Oh, yeah.
Sentia
Oh,
actually
Silver
going
wants it.
down. But here comes Kenneth in for the side engage. Looks like they're just trying to zone them out of the battle zone for as long as possible. But Kenneth and Phantom really, really want it.
Visceral out of position. Oh, gets
Big
Kenneth
boy
ulted.
Kenneth ult.
It's not gonna
Oh
matter in the
my
end though.
goodness, very good kiting from Katya. Very, very clean. Astal doesn't even care. She's just gonna keep going in on Adriana. And there's Katya to clean it up, and that battle zone is effectively gone. But it looks like Ignis and Senti are gonna be diving on Ixel and Dusto again. I'm sorry, not Annie. My apologies. I was looking at the wrong Marcus.
Even the longest journey starts with a single step. I learned
It's kind of crazy that we do have 2 Marcuses this game.
Every game, somebody's got to play a mirror pick and make my life harder. I swear.
I was very surprised that Tim went back to Felix because he was doing work on Camilo.
His Camilo's probably his best character, but when I play with him, the most I see him play is Felix, actually.
Really?
Yeah, and I think it's because his Felix is really great at 1v1s, and on top of it, he's just so slippery. Like, Camilo is able to get away, but depending on what Camilo is doing, he's not able to stop what he's doing. Felix, however, just has so much maneuverability and so much CC, and his 1v1 potential is absolutely outstanding, and Tim really shines on him, honestly. In fact, it looks like he's going to be running into Not Annie and Everfrost right in front of them.
That was such a smooth transition.
Oh my goodness, from the bush!
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Crazy.
They're gonna have
Seems
to
like-
scatter and see if they can rejoin again.
Yeah, it seems like Everfrost is not giving this up.
Unfortunately, Darko finds himself in a bad situation if he can E over the wall. Toot toot, if you have the train. Felix coming back in from behind. I don't know if that's the right call. I feel like maybe they should just reset and try again. Oh, big knockup on the Debbie Marlene. Darko knocking him away. Trying to stay up as long as possible, but Felix is pretty slippery, like I said before. Hopefully he can just get away from the Debbie Marlene.
There must be a reason why you can't go in there.
A very good try. Unfortunately, they were not able to get the engage that they needed. And honestly, Marcus and Debbie Marlene is a really tough team, I think, for Darko and Felix to deal with. Kenneth is running for his life at Beach against Sentia and Ignis. Looks like Phantom Myth unfortunately went down. There's another team up in Hotel, though. Irvo and Nefitz are trying to get this box and capitalize on it, and I think that Sentia and Ignis are gonna let it happen. Oh, but Hayes knows. Big damage coming out on the Nathapon and the Kiara. Ignis has been doing a great job at zoning people out with that ultimate, laying down damage. Looks like they're gonna dip back into archery range and use some of their timer just so that they can reposition themselves.
Of course, the one train I get during the entire tournament's like 5 miles long.
It's okay. It's all right. Everyone's kind of found their own space to kind of start farming. We've got Omega coming up in Chapel here in a minute. But everybody looks like they're in an okay position. The only team that I'm a little worried about would be Irvo and Nefitz, and simply because Nathapon takes a lot of resources to get his gear going. He's gotten 1 4-score and a mithril, but you need a lot more, unfortunately, for Nathapon to really get him going. He does a lot of damage and he has a lot of great CC, but again, you need those items to really scale with him well into the late game. But a lot of people are coming into Chapel right now.
That's what I was about to say as well. I was about to say, Insu and Insu and Fanto just lingering around Chapel when I don't really think they should be. They're not really in a position to test. I mean, maybe they can steal it to get those points, but really, I don't think they can fight here and come out on top.
Oh my goodness. And Ignis and Sentia have just dropped in at Warehouse, so we have effectively 4 teams right now sitting at Omega.
Sentia is definitely is probably salty about all of their objectives getting stolen. They're gonna wait to steal, for sure.
Oh my goodness.
Hazel coming out. They're just getting cornered.
Oh my goodness. Sentia trying
Oh.
to dive on the Debbie and Marlene, but here comes the Kenneth and Adriana up on the side.
Ignis going down. Massive damage from
And
Not
Desto
Annie.
is waiting there with Ixel just so that they can stop them from getting away. They're gonna catch the stragglers and maybe they're gonna clean up on the Marcus. He is fighting
There goes
for
that
his
life link
life.
that's gonna get down into.
Not
And I think
Annie
this is the end of
fighting
Not
for their
Annie.
life. Oh my goodness, big
Oh?
blue shields. Oh my goodness.
They're still chasing.
Burning so much meter to catch Not Annie. They missed out on points as well. Ignis and Sentia claiming more points. Don't worry, nobody stole that one.
And it's not even gonna be worth it because he gets away with a white lily.
Oh, they don't care. They're gonna keep going. I'm gonna jump over to Nefitz right now. Irvo and Nefitz are fighting. Unfortunately, Kiara pops that ult a little early. She's able to get back in range. Oh, the F-stop unfortunately not working for him. Not Annie was able to buy their teammate back. Hopefully Debbie and Marlene can run. And the other Marcus guessed wrong, so it is very possible for them to get away.
Running directly into this team here. Everfrost is not gonna
Oh,
get out.
No. Unfortunately, that's the end of Not Annie and Everfrost.
That's why you gotta have those recon drones.
You are not wrong. Vision saves lives, everybody. There are 4 teams all sitting in this one area. What is going on?
There must be a reason why you can't.
Oh,
Tim diving visceral. Oh, they know what to do here. Unfortunately, Silver just could not peel both of them. They're both dive melee characters, and while Estelle has amazing crowd control, it's just not enough.
oh, look at Felix. Unfortunately, Estella is way too mobile, even for Felix, who has great mobility. So she's going to get away, and hopefully she can go buy her teammate back. Looks like she's going to dip into the redstone and use some of her meter in order to reposition herself.
Or grab the meteorite. I mean, not a horrible play, but
That's
I mean,
a pretty Chad move, actually.
yeah.
That was so greedy.
That was
so greedy.
Insanely greedy. That's what I was saying. Like, it was a great move, but at the same time, so many things could have went wrong there.
We've got Wiccaline showing up in 39 seconds. Already everybody's kind of in position for it. The only team that's not is Sentia and Ignis, but they are right near a Hyperloop, and I'm sure they're going to be trying to converge on Wiccaline as soon as she's live.
Does she not have enough money? No, she does. Visceral, back in the game.
Estella's sitting on a glacial ice and a meteorite. Oh, Tears of Selene. What a good teammate.
Visceral almost getting caught out by the tiara.
There must be a reason why you can't go in there, right?
Wiccaline is live. Sentia and Ignis are walking right up to it. Kiara's back on the left, as well as Nathapon.
It seems like every team is kind of surrounding Wick. They really want those 3 points.
Oh, poor Nathapon couldn't get the F-stop off fast enough. Looks like there was a little skirmish between Ix and Desto and Tim, Drake, and Jester.
But right now, Ignis and Cynthia are just running down Team Visceral.
Estelle ult, unfortunately didn't go off fast enough. And if Hayes can land it, there it is. Visceral is down and out, unfortunately.
I knew you could do it.
Still a good amount of points. I still think that's going to keep them at least 4th place in the tournament.
Hayes
right now,
trying
we're
to
just-
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
You're fine. I was just saying, I was about to say the same thing, that we're watching them have a poke battle until somebody finally goes for a wick.
Oh my goodness.
Oh!
Nathapon trying to zone out using his W. But they're kind of pinned into a corner. He misses his E, unfortunately.
And that haze damage is no joke.
Darko getting VF blood, that's pretty big. But it looks like Cynthia and Ignis might get Wick
Let's
for
move
free
carefully
again.
From now on.
And then we have Desto's team over there just saying, nope, not going over there.
They are making sure that they're big and bad for the last fight. Look. Oh. Wickerline goes down to Ignis and Sentia. And it looks like Tim and Jester were just gonna let Irvo and Nefitz walk away. Everyone is being so patient this last game. It's kind of nuts.
Let's move carefully from now on.
We see Desto and Nefit's team both being in hotel with Cynthia right below them and Tim Drake right above.
I want to see a good Nathapon ult engage. If he can get a good engage off and Kiara can get in there after the F-Zero is done, they should be, I'm sorry, the F-Stop I believe it's called. I think that they could get a really, really nice cleanup. Oh no, Irvo has been caught out by Desto. Nice ultimate though. Should be able to get away from the Aya. Unfortunately, there's Jester and Tim right there.
Yep. Oh,
And they are
geez.
so lucky that they walked in the opposite direction.
Yeah, Irva, a light breeze would have been able to kill him. But as we're going into day 6, we have our 2 final zones, and that's going to be beach and school. And on it, it's kind of shocking that all 3 of them are grouped there, and Cynthia and Ignis are just getting to go to the final 2 for free.
I'm surprised. I thought that maybe Irvo and Nefitz would try to jump out of there, but apparently they're gonna stay. And there goes the dive from Darko and Nathapon. Fantastic. Yeah, there's nothing Nathapon can do. Welcome to playing Nathapon.
Unfortunately not. Really what they needed to be doing there was Nefitz obviously had to go in first while Nathapon just sat behind, but got caught out by the Darko. Not much you can do about that.
When looking at their team comp when they selected it, I was a little worried that that might be a problem. We've seen a lot of dive. What a good guess from Desto.
That health loss on Nefitz.
You can do it.
Desto's stacked right now. Desto has Mythic High Noon.
Wow, what a good dive on the Aya, but what a great reaction ult.
Oh my, the damage
cannot
coming
get
out.
to her. And Marcus is just there to say no. Good attempt. Very, very good attempt.
I mean, they're against somebody that knows what they're doing on Aya, it's so hard to lock her down.
And poor Nefitz unfortunately could not survive through the red zone. And it looks like our final fight is going to be happening in Hotel. What's crazy is that Nefitz was able to live long enough for them to snag that 3rd place spot.
Absolutely. This entire final game in general has been kind of crazy. Sorry, final game, fourth game.
Don't feel bad, even if the results aren't good. Promise.
And we are going into this final fight. Place your bets now, folks. Honestly, I kind of want to see Desto and Ixel pull this out.
I am Team Mom all the way. Go, Chloe. But you have to respect that Aya damage. Absolutely ridiculous.
Oh.
Look at Hayes.
Yeah, her health is gone.
Look at the guillotines. Oh my goodness.
Desto as a player is scary in general, but I've never seen his Aya. This is a showing for certain. Oh, the haze damage.
Oh my goodness. Chloe going in says, no, you are not allowed. And Hayes is doing a good job zoning him out so that Chloe can clean up the Aya.
Oh!
Sorry, clean up the Marcus. And that's it. With Aya going down, Ignis and Sentia take game 4.
Winning 3 out of the 4 games this tournament.
I think it's pretty safe to say, even without the numbers, that I think that they are our winners of the night.
Yeah, everyone else had to have had an excellent game to pull back. So congratulations to our winners. This has been a great experience overall. And thank you everyone who's been watching and entertaining our fun little tournament. Yeah, everybody did fantastic. Genuinely. Like that's not like the BS, participation trophy. Genuinely, everybody did really great. It was so fun commentating and watching you all play, and thank you for the experience, everyone.
And if we're ready for the final point tally, first place Team 3 is going to be Remix to Ignition. I'm so sorry for that name. At 83 points. Second place is going to be Team 6 Beans at 49 points. Third place is Team 2 Juice at 29 points. Fourth place, Team 4 is Batman and Sun at 26 points. Fifth place is going to be Team 8, Not a Team, at 20 points. Sixth place, is Team 5, Top Hat Cats at 14 points. Seventh place, Team 1, Fire Rain at 8 points. And eighth place, Team 7, Ensu Myth. You guys went out at 6 points. So congratulations to our winners, Ignis and Sentia. I'm not going to try to say your team name again because I sounded stupid. And again, thank you guys so much for participating. I hope we get to do this stuff soon again. It was a lot of fun from my end, and the games were really good. Like I was a little scared because I was like, oh, we've never really done something like this before. But you guys pulled it out and made these games really fun. And thank you so much for the opportunity to let me shoutcast at everybody. Thank you guys one more time for all of this. And definitely.
Thank you for hosting it, Grubb.
Yes, of course. And thank you, Jello. Thank you, Jello, so much for co-hosting it with me.
Thank you.
Oh,
You're welcome.
Yeah.